here at the Samson's Performance Center when the Hot Rod Tour of Texas kind of winding the day down, but we ran into Ian Kotz. We saw his truck, this Dodge, last night down on the town square, saw it over in Shiner, and finally found the man himself. So we're going to ask Ian to kind of give us a little tour of your unique vehicle here.
Okay, it's a 1971 D100. I have Crown Victoria front end from a 2005 Crown Victoria. It's on the original frame. It's a 5.7 liter pre-Eagle Hemi with the 5-speed automatic.
Okay.
It took me I've had it like about 15 years, but I've only been driving it for about 2. I would say this, that my wife, we moved a bunch of times, and I was doing real good, and then he was born, and that just put a stop to things. But
strange how that works, huh?
Yeah.
But now you got a helper.
Yeah. So once I got going on it, and then just got real bogged down in body work and paint, I'd say.
So you do most of this kind of stuff yourself?
I did it all myself. That's probably why it took me so long.
Very good. The tires and wheels?
So these tires and wheels, they're just 20s. And these were some junk wheels that I bought to, as my brakes kept getting bigger as I was building it. I went from 15 to 16, and then finally I just bought these for $100. But once I got it running, my wife said, there's no money to buy wheels, so you're just going to have to run.
Make do with what you got.
You got these, put some new tires on, and just run these for a while. And so
You got disc brakes all the way around.
I got disc brakes all the way around. They're all from they're Mustang discs.
Okay. So let's talk about this rear suspension. I mean, there's some engineering going on here.
So it's a 4-link that I kind of just designed on my own using an online calculator or whatever with numbers, and then just put it together. And then this bed flips up because I did the frame, and then later on realized that I put the tank, it goes in from the top. And I was like,
how are you going to get to it?
How am I going to get to the fuel pump or the tank? And so I was like, well, then I'll just make a frame that I just said, I need to put a bed on here.
Something to cover it.
Yeah, like the wife said, no money. So I just went down and got the cheapest plywood I could, and just burnt it with a torch and it and put it on.
Well, it looks pretty good. It looks really good. Right here, let's look at these interior real quick.
So the interior was just painted it, and then I originally had the seats out of a Dodge Ram, but I didn't really like them, and so we got these Corbeaus, and I still have the center console from the Ram in there.
Tilt wheel?
It's a tilt wheel. It's the aftermarket whole column.
Okay. Got the air conditioning vents in the dash.
I do have air conditioning. I don't want to have a car in Texas.
It's kind of mandatory.
And then this was the trend at the time. Popular outside. And so, I just cut some samples and put them on and ran it out there.
Very good. Very unique, very clean looking. You've done a great job with it.
Thank you.
Okay. So you're going all the way to Fredericksburg?
We are.
Yeah. Very good.
Trying to hit every stop.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and that's one of the things we really like about it. It's organized, but it's not like a show where you got to be here at a certain time. It's kind of relaxed. You bring the kids if you want, take the time, they can enjoy it. Wife, it's kind of a family atmosphere with the cars, and that's what we really like. You get down and enjoy the hot rods.
It's a lot of fun. And this guy's come with me twice on the tour. He came last year, we came this year, and then today some guy asked me if I wanted to sell it. And he's looking at me like, no.
So he stepped up and
He's already said
he took that question for you.
When you die, I'm taking it. So, yeah. No, we're not selling it.
No.
Just pass it down.
All right, sir. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah,
we
thank
hope
you.
all enjoy the rest of the tour. And see you in one of your days.
All right, guys, be careful.
Hello again. We're still out here at Samson's here in New Braunfels. Samson's Performance and Restoration Center. They build race engines. They do tuning. They do lots of stuff here. Really nice facility. This is one of the stops on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. In fact, it's the last stop today before things head off to dinner and the drive-in movie that's coming up later on tonight. So joining us now is Michael Rez and his 69 Cutlass. He's got this Cutlass. We've seen it, saw it over in Shiners, saw it 2 or 3 different places. And it's 442.
There you go. It's a little bit better than the Cutlass.
Yeah. My bad. So we're here with Michael with a lot of cars. We're here with Michael in his Oldsmobile 442. This is a performance edition, and he's going to give us a quick tour of his vehicle. So let's start up here with the engine.
It's a 455 big block.
So you got some headers on it.
Yes, sir. It's got about 4,000 miles on the motor. It's previously built. Built it maybe about 2 years ago. I don't drive it much. When I purchased the car, it only had 38,000 original miles on it.
Oh.
So I have about 45 right now.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where you want to drive it, but you don't want to drive it too much because it's still low mileage.
Exactly.
So did you get it from the original owner?
I sure did. It was one owner before me, and how we found it is we do mobile maintenance work. And I used to have a 72 Cutlass years ago when my brother had left me in the service, and I sold it, done.
I understand. One got away.
Yes, sir. And I always wanted another one. I was in the passenger seat where with Katy at, and our doors were open. He was like, "Man, it'll tell me turn around." And asked the gentleman, "Do you want to sell it?" He was like, "Well, I'll tell you what, if you can bring me 10 grand in one day, it's yours." He goes, "I know what they go for. I've been looking online." Yes, sir. I called my wife up, and she's, we need 10 grand for us in an investment.
It's a good way to put it.
Yes, sir. And I actually still have the drum brakes all the way around. That's how it came. A lot of people say I'm crazy for doing it. I got a lot of power underneath the hood now, but not too much stopping.
I like the way the chrome wheels, I mean, it's nice bright chrome, but it kind of goes along with your emblems and stuff.
Yes, sir. It's an original bench, 4-speed car.
Nice. You're the second owner. That's awesome.
I was going to tell you, I still have the original spare, but I took it out for luggage, but I have the original spare that's never touched the ground at home that I took out.
That's a first shifter in there, is that factory? That's awesome. Do you still have them? Those look great. Don't get me wrong. Those look great. But I just think the idea is that you still got all the original.
Yes, sir. And the paint color, we actually took it off in 2016. That's when we did it. Black interior. All the interior is pretty it was all there. But I went ahead and got it all reupholstered. Some accent headline out, hit the carpet.
Looks pretty original.
Yeah, we went back to it. It's a 986 R, so I'm actually doing a hot rod.
A real hot rod tour of Texas. It's pretty awesome. But it does have power steering, so that helps.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, she's still breaking in actually. So I'm kind of babying her still.
Okay. You going all the way to Fredericksburg with
Yes,
the tour?
sir.
Very good. So what are you going to do to it next?
I told him next thing I'm doing is I'm gonna actually put some AC in it.
There's some aftermarket companies that make some really nice units that won't be real intrusive.
Well, yeah, I've been walking around and I see a lot of the vintage air in a lot of these vehicles.
Right.
And, they seem to do
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the Hot Rod Tour of Texas cruise.
Quick break. ProAm Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. ProAm is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. ProAm is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, ProAm's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. ProAm not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. ProAm is now reaching a worldwide audience through ProAm.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At ProAm Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and ProAm will lend you a hand. ProAm Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. Want to feel good about something special you did for someone special? In Wheel Time and the original Lupe Tortilla group of Tex-Mex restaurants have joined together to help a very worthy cause, God's Garage, a Christian-based 501c3 charity. We know there are lots of places and organizations out there where you can donate a car, truck, or SUV, but we're asking you, our car enthusiast family, to consider donating to God's Garage. Visit godsgarage.org and learn about its mission, the women that have been helped, how each one is screened, and about their Restore You program. A car donation is an easy way to make a difference in the lives of others. God's Garage needs good operating vehicles, but will take all types in working and non-working condition. Make your heart and soul feel good by donating your gently used vehicle and help support single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military at godsgarage.org. Saturday and Sunday, May 4th and 5th, you're invited to enjoy the 28th annual Keels and Wheels Concours d'Elegance. See the largest collection of classic cars and boats in the U.S. on display at the beautiful Lakewood Yacht Club in Seabrook, Texas. This year's Keels and Wheels features 60 years of Ford Mustangs and Donzi boats. There's plenty of free parking and discount tickets are available online at keels-wheels.com. It's Keels and Wheels, Saturday and Sunday, May 4th and 5th at the Lakewood Yacht Club in Seabrook. In Wheel Time will be there too. We'll see you there.
Well, we're here again at Samson's Performance. Now, this is their performance and the racing center. It's in New Braunfels, kind of the last stop on the day for the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. We left Shiner a few hours ago, and now we're over here. Again, nice place, a lot of nice cars. And now we're here. We're going to be talking with Brian Hood. That's correct. Brian Hood has got this 63.5 Ford that's kind of unusual, and we're going to let him kind of take us around it.
Okay. So this is a 63.5 Galaxy 500. I just put the new motor in. It was actually a 390. I stroked it to a 445. So it's got a dyno at the flywheel. But the dyno at the flywheel.
Somebody's wound up.
Yep. Absolutely. So it's dyno at the flywheel of 540 horsepower and 580 foot-pounds of torque.
Very good.
And the braking oil was taken out of it on Tuesday, and
so it is a fresh motor.
Fresh motor.
Fresh build.
Yeah.
So that's probably around 1,000 miles right now on it.
Okay. And obviously it's very streetable. Now you don't have typical tube headers on it, but it looks like a header manifold.
It's actually a header from a 406 Ford that they used in NASCAR for the 62s.
Okay.
And so Kugel Components remanufactures a replica of it for these engines. So it's a new
Works
platform.
better than a tubular header setup, or
well, it's a shorty. It's like a shorty header. It gets around the power steering and other things.
Oh, that's true.
And then on top of that, I added Sniper EFI on it, so it's fuel injected.
Very good.
So
that's what it looks, at least from here, kind of like a carburetor. Really set up on it and everything.
Yep. So I haven't had any. It starts right up. So.
Okay.
Here, got the interior was redone by a previous owner. It's an XL-like interior. It's somebody that sees a Galaxy will notice the differences. I also added a gauge cluster. in the middle of the dash there that's custom. A guy out of Kansas City makes it out of sheet metal, so it's exhaust tubing and sheet metal made specific for the Galaxy, and so I into that.
Nice.
So I wanted to kind of keep that classic look to it.
Okay, got the classic lines, everything's still there.
Yeah.
Going back to the dual exhaust. How long have you had this?
I've had this 4 years, and I did not initially go look for a 63 Galaxy 500 for my car. I actually was looking for a 70 Mach 1 Mustang. Flew to Ohio to buy it, and long story short is I got there, it wasn't exactly what I wanted. I saw this beauty here and I fell in love with it. And the kind of the history behind it, why I consider it, my father had one when he met my mom.
Okay.
When they got married, and he actually proposed to my mom on a 63.5 Galaxy. So,
Got a lot of sentimental value there.
when I was telling them about it, my mom, my dad was sick, and she told him about it and started showing him pictures, and next thing you know, he's like, "You gonna get it?" I was like, "I don't know." He says, "Well, why would you get it?" I said, "Because it reminds me of you, Dad." And next thing I know, here we are. And
Sentimental value.
Yep. So
I was noticing the tires and wheels on it. I mean, obviously they're not the regular tires and wheels, but the back ones are tucked up pretty nice. Did you do something with the suspension back there?
no, I think the previous owner had kind of lowered it a little bit. Probably took the leaf spring off.
Okay.
Kind of just shortened it.
Right.
I rebuilt the front end, and I put coilovers in the front to kind of lower it a little bit on the stance.
Okay. Did you do the hood, or did you come that way?
This car was like this one, except for the engine.
Yeah. Somebody did a nice job on it. It's all straight. Looks good. Fiberglass, the whole hood's fiberglass. Whole hood's fiberglass.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So, is this your first hot rod tour of Texas?
No, I did it last year.
You did last year? Did you have this here?
With the other engine, which I had
360.
oil on my windshield, and every wheel cylinder busted on me, and I made it. So,
The joys of a hot rod.
Exactly.
Very cool. So, what are you going to do with it next?
Well, have some brake issues. The drum brakes. And so next thing is when I get back to Dallas, I'm going to rip that off and put disc brakes on it.
Disc brakes?
And my wife wants to come on tour next year, so she kind of ended that there.
So, first one is Derby. There's an alternator you got tucked down there.
Got an alternator. I actually got a V-belt system from CBF that I put on it. I threw several belts last trip too, so I was like, I'm done with V-belts. Yeah, so it's been real dependable.
Have you looked at something like the Vintage Air? Is that kind of what you're thinking, or you
Something like that. I gotta look around. But CBF has they also have some additional pulleys on this for add that. I actually might add power steering to it with the system, so I can have power steering. This manual drum brakes right now, manual steering, no air conditioning in Texas. The only other thing would be in North Texas, and the only thing that takes the task level down is it's automatic. So there was a stick shift also running. Yeah,
hop on it? Mike, very good. All right, sir. Ron, we appreciate it. Appreciate you very much. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the tour. You going all the way to Fredericksburg?
Oh, absolutely.
Very good, sir. Well, maybe we'll see you someplace else. Thank you.
We're still hanging out here with the Hot Rod Tour of Texas at Sampson's Performance and Restoration in New Braunfels, Texas. Wonderful facility, making lots of room for everybody to get in here. So we've got lots of nice cars. And we're going to be talking here for a minute with Ben. I ran across these guys at the hotel the other day, and they've been laughing and having fun ever since they got here. Even this morning when I went outside, they were under the cars working on them because of some little issue that came up. So it's kind of the heart of the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. Some guys, they're out, they're having fun in their cars. So we're going to kind of talk to Ben. He's going to kind of tell us what all they brought. Let's start with this one.
Absolutely. So this is my dad's 1969 Nova. We've got a 6-liter LS, little mild cam in it. It's got a TKX 5-speed and 373s in the rear end. Just pretty much all the goodies to it. Hydraulic clutch, good brakes up front. It just cruises. hard to keep tires on it, really.
Does your dad know you got his car out?
Oh yeah,
All right.
no, it's yeah. If he'll let us drive it this trip, that's really it.
Yeah, well, it's got some nice looking stuff. Some good
Yeah.
work on it. Got the
Yeah.
radiator, got some upgraded suspension components in it.
Yeah, we put it together pretty quick too.
How long has your dad had this?
So this car originally we got it. It still had the inline 6 and a 3 on the tree, and that was probably about 10 years ago. And then we started doing some work on it. This car had been hit in the back quarter panel, and so it was just the whole back quarter was crumpled. And so we, in the midst of working on that, ended up moving houses, and it got parked for another 7 years or so. And so we just pulled it out at the beginning of this year in January.
So Dad's a hot rodder too.
Yeah. It's a full family thing, really.
Okay. So let's move over here to the Camaro and see what we got. Now your buddies are sitting all back there hiding because they're shy. So let's see what we got here at the Camaro.
All right. So this is my 1980 Camaro. I got this when I was 15 in high school. It's my first car. I've got a Summit crate motor, 5.3 in here, with just a 4060 and a stall, and then just 370s in the back. You'll see a theme going as we go through these cars.
It's automatic, right?
Automatic,
Yeah.
yes, automatic with a stall.
3-speed?
No, it's a 4-speed. It's the 4060, so it's got overdrive. So at 70 miles an hour, I'm running 2,500 RPM all day.
Oh,
so.
decent. You can keep it out on the street that way.
Absolutely, yeah. This thing, it's a highway monster. This is where it really shines on the highway. Yeah, it's fun.
How long have you had it?
Since I was 15, so 10 years. I've had it 10 years. I'm only 25, so.
Just curious.
Yeah.
All right, the interior's pretty much stock.
Actually, when I got this, the guy that I got it from left it in his garage and let all of his cats in it. And so when I got it, one of the first things I did was tear all the interior out. So
Yeah, there's a little joke there, but we'll save it.
I've redone it more recently than the swap, and I'm really beginning to enjoy it again.
Well, good. That's kind of the whole point of this, getting out and enjoying the cars. That's one of the things we really like about it. Particularly coming to someplace like Samson's where you just park it, you go check everybody out, talk to people, and meet a lot of new people. So let's talk about this.
Yeah, 65 Nova. This is my uncle's car, and
Some more of that theme going on.
yeah, some more of the theme. This is also an LS swap with a 4060 in it, automatic, 370s in the back. So this is Gen 4 block, 5.3 with a good cam in it, and this thing, just like the rest of them, it just cruises right along, handles good. This is a Mustang 2 Heights front end there, so it's got rack and pinion, coilovers on the front. All three of the cars have cowl tracks on them as well. Mine also has coilovers.
Yeah, cold air, things like that. Yeah. So this is kind of like this morning when y'all were out here working on them and stuff. You know, your buddies were all helping you, handing you tools and things like that. You were the guy that was under the car.
Well, I have. We've all touched the cars all over. But my dad and I are the ones. Pretty much every Saturday we're out there working on it.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, getting under it. I've got a lot. I worked at a Honda dealership for quite a few years and stuff. So I like to hop right in there. I like to hop right in and get it done.
Well, I think it's great that you guys kind of team up together. Y'all came down from up in the Dallas area?
I know Fort Worth, so Godly, pretty South Fort Worth, Godly.
Okay.
And so it was about 5 hours or so to go down. We met up with some other people in Fort Worth and cruised down with them. Kind of had a little
Little convoy.
a little pre-tour deal, and just had a grand old time.
Well, I think that's kind of what the Hot Rod Tour Texas is all about. It's not real structured like a car show where you got to be here at this time. You got to do this. You got to do that. I don't know when y'all left Shiner, but I mean, when you got ready to go, and you left. And
Well, that's one of the things we love the most about the trip is it's structured, but it's not so tight that you can't go off and see the things you want to see, or when you're ready to go, you can go and go eat where you want, see beautiful places around, but then you can also come back.
Meet people like us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're meeting people from last year that I never thought I'd see again, but it was we saw them so many times over the trip, we ended up knowing their name, remembering, and didn't know they were going to be here again this year, and we're running into them again. So
And there's always next year.
always next year, yes.
All right, man. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
Of course.
Appreciate it, and we will see you on the next Hot Rod Tour of Texas.
We'll see you then.
The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Lupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupe Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupe's. It's located just off I-10 and the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggie Land? Head to the Lupe Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana? Stop in at the Lupe Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants invites you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is having another car social Saturday morning, May 18th from 8 to 11. It's a car cruise-in like no other. Expect Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Corvettes, and the featured brand Porsche. Get social at this special cruise-in event. You'll also see Gulf Coast Auto Shield's private workshop and learn about their many products and services. Questions are welcomed. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway near West Airport Boulevard, just south of the Southwest Freeway. The Car Social featuring Porsche takes place Saturday morning, May 18th from 8 to 11. Tell your friends, and no matter what car you have, bring it and enjoy this rare opportunity to see some of Houston's finest rides. In Wheel Time will bring its car talk show there too, so join us for another Car Social at Gulf Coast Auto Shield, Saturday morning, May 18th, 8 to 11 at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. Visit gcautoshield.com to see the show flyer for more details.